like you recently shared a post about bias in artificial intelligence system. I have seen on the
Mm.
LinkedIn. And can you please explain what that means in simple terms and why it matters?
Yeah. Yeah, it's something very close to me because uh, like when you start, so I've lived in many countries. I'm Portuguese. I set up businesses in Southeast Asia, in Africa. I've been around,
Okay.
and I have friends from all around the world,
Okay.
and everybody doesn't like depending where you come from. Humans are humans, but we all think different. We all have different perspectives on what is
Definitely.
important to us.
Mm.
There's touch cultures, not touch cultures, right? There's cultures that you shake hands, there's culture that you just move your head down to say hi to someone.
Mm.
And this is beautiful, right? Because we are all different. That's what makes us very interesting. The challenge is that we also have different ways of seeing the world and thinking what's important. And what's important as we train these models, it's in the models. So if you're a model trained in Asia, it will have the view of Asia. So it will have the view of the history of Asia, how the Asians see the world on their side, which, as we know, it's biased. As the Europeans have a view, I'm European, right? And we think, oh, we found the world. No, we didn't find any world. The world was there. We just took some boats and we went around the world and we found other people. Found them, but they were there. Like we didn't create a new world. But the
Mm.
Europeans think much about that. No, our view in Europe is, oh no, we traveled the world and we brought all this. No, we didn't. But that's a view, right? So it means my models in Europe would think like that. I go to my models in the US, they will think like Americans or like South Americans. Um, and what's happening now is that you have now models in Asia or in China mostly. India, a huge country, doesn't really have state-of-the-art models, which I think it's a problem because those voices are not being heard.
Mm.
Um, then you come to the Middle East. There's work being done, which is amazing. So we're going in that direction. But again, we lack the Arab perspective in these models. And you go to the US, and most models are from the US, and then the small ones from Europe. So we have we're lacking models that fit the narratives of the people in the regions. And now what's happening is these models that exist today, we humans are biased and they are trained with our information. So there's a very cool study that came out from Mount Sinai University in New York, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, as you said, I published it,
Yeah.
where it was in healthcare. And that's when it starts getting scary. So in healthcare, they created small vignettes, so small stories of people in healthcare, of situations. And they asked the model, so the AI, the agent, what it would do. And you'd give an answer. And then you'd say, look, I'm a billionaire. And the answer would be more utilitarian, would be more about, oh, how can I help your life get better? Then if I say, look, this person comes from a disadvantaged class. So the model will try to promote his uniqueness, try to help, to support. And this is just a basic thing, right? It's the way that we think. If people have a lot of money, you just want to make their life happy, easy, whatever. If you come from a disadvantaged class, you want to promote their growth in society. Fine, but that has impact on healthcare. It shows that it has impact. So now, imagine you go to a doctor, and the model, based on what it thinks you are, makes a decision about your treatment. Because imagine it thinks, oh, this guy doesn't have money, so I'm just not going to give him the proper treatment. I'm going to give them
Mm.
some other
Mm.
bad treatment. And then the doctor thinks, okay, there are like these 5 options for treatment.